Part 4, Directions. You will hear 10 short talks given by a single speaker. For each short talk, read the 3 questions and the 4 answer choices that follow each question. Select the most appropriate answer. Mark your answer by clicking A, B, C, or D. You will hear each short talk only once. Questions 71 through 73 refer to the following talk.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your guard speaking. Welcome aboard this 1855 service to Plymouth Harbour, due to arrive at Harbourfront West Plymouth Harbour at 2024. Please take a moment to look at the safety notices displayed in the vestibule areas at the end of each coach. This train is fitted with CCTV for your comfort and security. If you see anything suspicious, please alert a member of the staff or a police officer. I am currently located toward the rear of this 5-car train, but will be walking through the train to check tickets during the journey. Please raise any concerns with me then.
71. Where is this announcement being made? 72. How long is the journey to the terminal? 73. What is the announcement mostly about? 'Questions 74 through 76 refer to the following speech.
I'd like to say thank you to everyone for the wonderful gift. I'm very touched. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to miss you guys. That goes for you too, Raoul. Thank you for those kind words. It couldn't have been easy having to put up with me and supervise me all these years. I just want to say I really appreciate everything you've done for me. As you know, I'm going to be doing the same sort of thing in my new job, still selling advertising space in a magazine. But when the chance came up to work on classic motorcycling, how could I refuse? You all know how crazy I am about bikes.
74. What is the occasion of this talk? 75. Who most likely is Raoul? 76. In which business sector does the speaker work? 'Questions 77 through 79 refer to the following announcement.
You're listening to The Smart Hour on WBKZ Radio, the station that connects communities to each other and to education and learning. Our sponsor, Premier Blue Shield, partners with us to make this program possible, providing personal health profiles to keep Lancaster County healthy. Welcome to The Smart Hour. I'm Scott Wagner. In last week's program, we were talking about wildlife and other outdoor issues with a ranger from the Lancaster Game and Wildlife Commission. After the program, I decided to go to some of the locations he mentioned, with my camera, to take photos of some of the magnificent creatures he mentioned. But then I realized that I didn't know how to take a quality photograph of a creature on the move, or in dark surroundings. I asked around and found that most other people didn't know either. I decided, let's ask a pro. So today, we've got Zoe Washington from Washington Photography here in the studio, who'll be giving us the basics. But before we hear from Zoe, let's hear a word from our sponsor about the importance of an annual physical.
77. What is Scott Wagner's occupation? 78. What is the subject of today's program? 79. What will listeners hear next? Questions 80 through 82 refer to the following announcement.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The next tour of the palace will begin in about 20 minutes at 11:45. The tour will take around an hour and a half, and we will not be passing any bathrooms, so you might want to use the facilities now, before the tour starts. Can I just remind you that photography is not permitted inside the palace. Also, please turn off your cell phones now. Please leave any large bags or backpacks in the coat room, also baby strollers. The tour does include going up and down several flights of stairs, so if you intend to rent a wheelchair or feel that the stairs might be a problem for you, please tell me now or mention it at the ticket office, and we will make appropriate arrangements for you.
80. How long will the tour last? 81. Which of these items should be deposited at the coat room? 82. Who should contact the speaker or the ticket office staff? 'Questions 83 through 85 refer to the following weather report.
The latest satellite and radar are showing the hurricane slipping away from northeast Pennsylvania into the northern parts of New England and then off to Canada. As you take a look at the radar, you can see we are finally clear, so that's good news. But it was a whole different story last night. Look at the rainfall totals. From barely an inch in central Pennsylvania to over 8 inches of rainfall in parts of Wayne County. Let's take a look at the current conditions. Rainfall here in northeastern Pennsylvania has been 3.5 inches just today alone. That brings us to 5 inches of total rainfall on average in our area over the entire storm. 68 degrees was our high temperature earlier today. It's 62 right now, and the temperature will continue to drop a few more degrees between now and midnight.
83. Which region will most likely experience a hurricane soon? 84. How much rain has fallen in northeastern Pennsylvania since the storm began? 85. What is the temperature likely to be by late evening? 86 through 88 refer to the following talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats for this evening's talk. Yes, it's quite okay to bring your cups of coffee with you. And now, on behalf of the Committee of the North York Residents Association, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our speaker. She is a woman who quite honestly needs no introduction. It would take me all evening to list her many achievements. She is one of the few sports people to have won an Olympic medal in 2 very different disciplines. Deborah Donovan began her career on the water and was part of the rowing team that won gold at 2 consecutive Olympic Games. After suffering a shoulder injury, she switched to cycling and won gold in the individual sprint in the last Games. She's hoping to repeat that feat at the World Championships in October. She's taking a break from training tonight. I'm pleased to see that she came by taxi, not on her bike, to talk to us about a charity project she supports at the track in downtown Toronto. Disadvantaged kids in the neighborhood are getting the chance to receive coaching in running, jumping, swimming, and cycling from some of the best athletes in the city. Deborah has kindly said she'll be pleased to answer questions at the end of her talk.
86. Who is the audience for this talk? 87. Which sporting event does Deborah Donovan currently compete in? 88. What is the subject of Deborah Donovan's talk? 89 through 91 refer to the following voicemail message.
Hi, Chris. It's Jessica. I'm just letting you know I'm stuck in traffic. There was an accident on College Avenue, apparently. I don't know how long I'll be here, but it might be best for us each to make our own way to the theater tonight. I hope I'll be there before the start of the show, so I'll see you in the lobby at about 10:02. If by any chance I don't make it in time, will you ask the box office to keep my ticket, and I'll pick it up myself? They might not let me sit next to you if I arrive after the curtain's gone up, so if I miss you before the start, I'll see you at the coffee stand on the top floor during the intermission. Sorry about the uncertainty. See you tonight sometime. I'm really looking forward to it.
89. Where is the speaker calling from? 90. What does Jessica ask Chris to do? 91. Why might Chris go to the top floor of the theater during the intermission? Questions 92 through 94 refer to the following report.
Hi, this is Melissa Ho with your 5 p.m. traffic update. There are a couple of problems to tell you about this hour. Somerville Avenue is still closed in both directions between North 23rd and Marshall Street because of that tree that blew down earlier. Neighboring roads have all been affected by the higher volume of traffic, particularly Chestnut Hill and Newton Road. Here on Lincoln Drive, traffic northbound is very slow-moving. There's no sign of any accidents. The road repair finished here last week, and the traffic lights are all working normally. It's just the higher-than-normal volume of traffic that is slowing everything down. If you need to cross the river, all bridges are looking pretty good right now, although Columbia looks the best option at the moment as traffic is beginning to build up on the west side of South Bridge.
92. Which road is closed because of a fallen tree? 93. What is the problem on Lincoln Drive? 94. What should drivers who want to cross the river do? 95 through 97 refer to the following announcement.
Results from one of the world's largest advertising groups, RWPT, have been reported this morning. Profits are up more than a third, at 37%, to $450 million. This is a considerable improvement over the first quarter, thanks mainly to strong growth in the US and most of Western Europe, particularly Germany, Austria, Finland, and the Netherlands. The situation in Greece, Spain, and Portugal was much less buoyant and is giving some cause for concern in the short term. Earlier in this program, RWPT's chairman, Edward Gould, told us that there was a lot of uncertainty at a macro level, namely the US deficit, rising commodity prices, and withdrawal of the economic stimulus. The situation at the micro level is much more optimistic. Most of RWPT's clients are doing well and have not cut back on their spending. However, Gould has noticed that companies have switched to investing in their brands rather than in capacity or technology, with their priority being to increase or maintain sales and market share.
95. What is the purpose of this announcement? 96. Which of the following does Mr. Gould feel positive about? 97. What is suggested about the company RWTP? Questions 98 through 100 refer to the following talk.
Everyone can improve their fuel economy no matter what size vehicle they drive. First, your tires. Most vehicles on the road today are driving on underinflated tires. That can mean a loss of up to 5% in fuel economy. Well, there's a simple solution to that problem. Once a month, check your tire pressures with a tire pressure gauge and inflate them if you need to. Another tip for improving your fuel economy is to get rid of some of that gear in the trunk. Most of us drive around every day with stuff we don't need, causing us to use more fuel. Make sure you don't take out the spare tire or the emergency kit, though. And, of course, the easiest thing to do if you want to improve your fuel economy is just slow down. Keep to the speed limit. Not only will you economize on fuel, but you'll be a safer driver as well.
98. Who is this talk addressed to? 99. What is the talk about? 100. According to the speaker, what do most drivers do?